COVID-19. Starting our show, we'll be recapping on the things that were affected by the virus during the lockdown. We'll talk about the effects of the virus on youth, on education, as well as on music. Now, on music, in an article on weforum.com, it is said that in 2020, physical sales went down by approximately a third. Digital sales took a fall by 11%. Music app subscriptions increased. Certain music genres took a rise in popularity, such as relaxing music genres. Spending on advertising dropped, and revenue on live performance dropped to almost zero. In schools, in an article on accord.org, it is said that the pandemic forced the higher education sector in Africa to make changes that were long overdue. That is, the government and universities talked about the need for online education or blended learning models whereby at least part of the student's education is captured online. Unfortunately, majority of the schools were slow to respond to the call. However, on a positive note, COVID has served the purpose of forcing universities to adapt quickly to an online delivery system. On youth, in an article on News 24, it is said that in South Africa, large numbers of families and children do not have access to electronic devices or internet connectivity. Children are anticipated to fall further behind with their studies because they can't make use of homeschooling. That is the resources and the online video lectures. In many cases, children have lost their primary caregivers. Young children are being separated from their mothers, which is devastating for infant and child development. Now, clearly, COVID-19 will have a long-term effect on this generation, even after it has been declared over. Now, I would like to call on my sisters, Neo and Debuho, to come and talk more on how COVID-19 affected them on a personal level. Okay, guys, now that you're here, let's get to it. And in your lives, personally, how would you say COVID affected you? Like with music, with school, too?
How didn't it affect us? First of all,
Right.
like so many things changed how we lived our lives. Sanitarity as well.
Sanitizer everywhere, guys.
Did you say sanitarity?
Sanitarity, your as well as like important dates and things that we looked forward to were cancelled. And like in hindsight, right? You know, for safety reasons, this had to happen. But obviously in the moment, that's not what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, this thing that I really looked forward to, and that I really wanted to do, and that I've been planning to do for quite a bit of time is cancelled. So it was such a interesting phenomenon to have like the shift of things.
And it was so drastic.
It was so drastic.
And there was no warning whatsoever.
No warning whatsoever.
You just had to quickly adapt.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I think from like the news that you like read on like the impact on like youth and music, like you could see it, bro.
Yeah.
You could see it, like literally.
Yeah, because like even if you wanted to ignore what was happening, it still affected you in some way.
How could someone ignore it? Making sense.
Dude,
How you gonna
way.
How you gonna ignore a pandemic?
A whole virus.
What cave are you living in?
Just because it's invisible, it doesn't mean
Make
that you
it
can
make
ignore
sense.
it.
Make it make sense.
But there were some places that weren't as like heavily affected or like heavily damaged, and yet they still suffered in some way, shape, or form from the suffering of other people, including like
that's true. But thing is, they weren't affected so much because they obeyed the rules from the onset.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
other
What are you
countries,
trying to say?
other countries were a little bit
What
slow,
are you trying to say?
a little bit
What
stubborn.
are you trying to say?
So look, yeah.
I feel like from like a musician standpoint, bro, that was hard. Last year was hard because honestly, when I go back and think about it, there was so much to do. You know, like when I think lockdown was announced, or the threat of lockdown was announced, right? When COVID was really picking up in South Africa, literally I think like a week after that was when we were supposed to go, both of us actually, we were supposed to go to a festival, Vakastrom, right? Yeah. We were supposed to go for a festival. A week before it gets cancelled. I'm like, a week before.
Sure.
And then after that, it was just, from there it just went downhill. Another festival got cancelled. Overseas trips got cancelled. Like overseas performances got cancelled.
Yeah.
Obviously, my own personal concerts went.
So everything was just put to a hold.
Yeah, no, like everything really just stopped. And I think the hardest part is trying to figure out what to do, because the problem with what happened is that there was the 21-day like hard lockdown. Okay, cool. People were like, okay, 21 days, we can do this.
Yeah,
right?
let's go through this.
It got extended. Cool, fine. Then there were levels, but we were still level 5.
Wait, that was painful,
bruh. And then when you think about it, you're like,
each time you had hope,
right? Exactly.
And it slowly diminished with each.
And then at that point, you had to be looking at like the whole year. You were like, okay, we have levels now. How long is each level, and what can we do in each level?
Dude,
because it was just like, okay, but we still can't have public events, which means I still can't perform. People still can't be in a room together.
You had to improvise,
bro. Like this one still had to be learning from home.
You know? And how was that, learning from home? Was it easy for you when you first like got into it?
I would lie. Like the first month, I learned zero. Y'all. And I think an interesting part of lockdown was learning from that and becoming a better student from that. Because like it was hard. Like, y'all, it was really difficult.
Yeah.
So it was actually, I don't want to say fun, but like interesting to see myself grow from that, and in turn just become the best student who can tackle anything.
Oh wow.
So,
okay, that's a success story.
I mean, girl.
We love to hear it. And from your teacher's side, do you feel like your teachers were also ready for it? Do you
well, of course, like no one was ready for it. Like there were definitely mistakes made along the way. But for such a hectic situation, y'all. So I'm just really proud of the fact that they continued. Like for a second I was like, no IG this year.
This year's getting cancelled.
Do not touch me. And they were like,
even the exams, hey?
Right?
Because the May June exams were cancelled. So this is particularly pertaining to Cambridge syllabus. The May June exams were cancelled, and somewhere there was a rumor at some point that the end of the year exams were going to be cancelled as well. People that it was
hectic.
Really
a lot was going on, and so many people were uncertain about what the outcome of anything was going to be.
You couldn't even make like you couldn't even be like, okay, December I'm going. Where? Where are you going? In which level? So honestly, it really wasn't. I think honestly it was the mind shift on having to do things differently. Like I'm not gonna lie, guys, sometimes even now I forget to take a mask. I swear. I swear, like I'll be in my car. The thing is, I always have masks in my car.
Yeah.
But like I'll be like, I'll get somewhere, right? Especially in like a shopping center. I'll get out of my car, lock my car, walk out. People are giving me the dirtiest. Oh my god! Still like, across the glass, I'm like, oh shucks, I am the alien here. I need to go get my mask. I swear, because it's not like you live 20 years like doing like normal stuff, and now suddenly people are like, Ebra.
Then you wait.
Come up, bro.
Why have you not adapted?
And then like the sanitizing like every 5 seconds. Although that I'm better at than remember.
What do you mean?
No, because like even if you get in your car, my guy, like you still need to like when you get home, wash your hands. Like even your product, because I know like a friend of mine, even when she buys products, she like sprays sanitizer over them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, obviously if they're packaged, guys, don't sanitize like
your
in your the packaging. So like literally just having to like go through all of those changes, it was like a whole mind shift that I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not particularly used to. Not 100%, but look, we're trying. We're trying.
Because we have no choice, so we just have to.
Yeah.
I know for me personally, the biggest smash was it was my first year, and I was excited. I was like, yes, I'm gonna get varsity experience. You know what? Big girl vibes, finally getting out of the house. Only 1 month after I'm back in the house, and it feels like high school all over again. And for my last year of high school, I was homeschooling, so yeah, no, it didn't feel like I had like improved.
Yeah,
or
no,
like
I remember that, girl.
Yeah, no,
you got all the
really
groceries, all the furniture, all the everything.
Dude, like
6 weeks later, she was back. And what's so funny is we were back the whole year.
Yeah.
We literally only left again like properly at the end. So I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel it, but I guys.
Yeah, no, and also I feel like a lot was missed out in terms of experience and exposure. So that's something that I feel like
a lot of people took gap years last year. What did you do? Like there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
Almost like, because like, you know, when you do gap years, you want to explore, you want to do things, whether it's traveling or even staying at home and discovering yourself. But like it just, I really think it properly messed with a lot of people.
It did.
But that being that, 2020 was the year for like permanent change.
That's true.
Not necessarily permanent in the way it is now, but like there is no going back to the normal, because there's no more.
This is the new normal.
This at this point, it's just adapt and move forward, and that's beautiful.
Great work.
But with that being said, like, what is the new normal? Like, if ever,
you know,
ever, like, will there ever be a time we can go back no masks?
Yeah, once
I mean,
we're
I'm
vaccinated.
sure.
Well, depending on whether you actually take the vaccine.
Okay.
But yes, there will be a time.
I'm sure, but currently I'm really enjoying the fact that they sanitize escalators frequently, and they like.
I'm not gonna lie, stores are really hygienic now. Like the setup is beautiful. Like you can actually smell like the fresh, clean air. Like that was a good change. That was a good change.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think a lot of changes have been made. Some of them good, some of them bad. But hey, this year is the year. Hey, bro, let's just get
recovery.
This is definitely the year of, you know, getting like, just anything you wanted to do.
This year we
couldn't.
make moves. Yes.
Yeah.
Last year, we were not ready, but this year we have no excuses, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. You guys have heard it, how COVID-19 has affected our lives and the lives of everybody else in the world. And please do comment and tell us how COVID-19 affected you guys' life. We would like to know more about that. And please do subscribe to our channel in the red button.
Guys, it's a big button. You can't miss it, eh?
Exactly.
You can't miss it.
And then like, and then please share with your friends as well, because, you know, we want word to get to everyone.
Yes.
And please follow our Instagram. Our handle is Mutate Music. And Mutate_music. Thank you very much. Or you can just click the link in the description. It will be there as well. And thank you.
Bye.